It's Brynn Chan. Today might be a little bit of a short video. You know, we all have those days where I guess we're not really feeling the greatest emotionally, um, mentally, but that's not an excuse to not do what we need to do. Sometimes we just have to push through it and get it done. And I do enjoy putting these videos up, so I'm gonna do these videos anyway because that's what I like to do. I like to put videos up. I like to make content geared around financial growth, financial growth, and financial freedom, and and bringing you along with me on my journey to financial freedom and share experiences with you about things that I just had no idea about beforehand. Just like this. If any of you have traveled at all, like outside the country or anything, I don't think I need a passport if I were to like travel anywhere in the U.S. Because I have that. What is that driver's license with the star on it, or the turtle, or something? You, I don't remember, but it basically allows you to not have to have a passport, I think, in the U.S. But if you're traveling internationally, you need a passport. I don't have a passport. So I've had to learn how to get a passport because it's just a lot. There's just a lot going on there. I didn't know anything about it. I didn't know how that process was going to work. It seems fairly simple. I did fill out part of the application. There's just some parts where I'm confused on, and I'm going to talk to people who have had to get passports before because they've traveled both nationally and internationally. So there is that. That's just a little update on what I've been doing. But we're just gonna kind of just hop into this video. So I didn't know what I was gonna make a video about. I wasn't for sure. But some things have happened today where I've just been like, I should probably talk a little bit about it because, there's just things going, just going on. And I'm sure I'm not the only one who goes through this kind of drama. You guys might not go through the exact drama that I do. But, I mean, we all face drama somewhere in our lives. And we can't allow that drama to impact what we're doing. Right? So if we're trying to be financially successful, that's what we're trying to do. If you're watching this video right now, then you're like me and you want financial freedom, you want to gain success, you want to be wealthy besides rich. So and you are wanting to do this journey with me, and I am excited to have you guys along with me in this journey. I don't it's just nice to have people who have the same interests as me, and I have been saying a lot in this video, and I do apologize about that. Just got some brain fog going on, I guess. So we need to focus on what we're doing. People will come into our lives, they want to bring drama, they want to do all this other stuff. You just have to step back. Take a step back, evaluate what you're doing, what's happening in your life. You just, what about you is attracting these things? Okay, what is what is going on around you that is attracting more of it to you? So I could tell you quite clearly that I do not like drama. But as much as I could say I don't like drama, I always seem to find myself in the middle of some sort of drama. And I just have to take a step back, and I had to evaluate myself, because I was allowing myself to sink back into those videos on YouTube about just drama and random stuff that doesn't even concern me. I was allowing myself to listen to, problems that didn't concern me. No, I'm not trying to say that, you have to be a terrible friend, but sometimes you have to just, take a step back and be like, okay, do I need to always be listening to this drama? Do I always need to be, you could be a friend and a confidant and give advice, but if they're always bringing up some sort of drama, then, you don't need that. And sometimes it doesn't even have to be friends. It could be family members or coworkers, or, and they just bring in drama, and you don't need that. You can't afford to focus on drama when you're going somewhere else with your life. If you're trying to get to the top, you can't focus on all the little problems. Okay, you gotta focus on the big picture and the problems that come along the way, and how you're gonna get to that big picture. You can't just focus on all the little problems that doesn't even affect you or has nothing to do with you, and the problems that are in other people's lives that have nothing to do with you, that don't affect you in any way, shape, or form. I mean, like I said, you could still be a friend and a confidant, and you can give advice and all this other stuff if they have some drama going on. But if they're the ones who is constantly talking about drama with you, and they always got some sort of drama going on, well then, why are you hanging around that person if it's just constantly drama all the time? You don't need that. You don't need it. And, and I wanted to bring up something else other than the drama thing. You have to have a healthier lifestyle as well if you're trying to do better financially. Just have all this other success. How do you expect to, I do say that a lot. How do you expect to have this healthy bank account and everything if nothing else in your life is healthy? You have an unclean living space, you shove junk down your throat all the time, you're drinking gallons of soda every day. And I don't mean by gallons of soda, but I mean this is coming from somebody, myself, who used to be able to put down a whole 12-pack of soda a day. So I ain't I'm not gonna put it past anyone, especially since I myself have been able to do that myself. So instead of maybe drinking a bunch of soda in a day, maybe get a water, start drinking more water is what you need to do. But also, if you want that flavor, they make flavor packets you can put in your water and make flavored drinks. That's how you get juice and stuff. That's when you make Kool-Aid at home. It's water first. So if you really need that flavor, or you could do what I do, other than just drink water, you could drink tea. I don't know if you've noticed that cup isn't up here anymore. It's going to get washed here soon. But I don't have just that one cup that I can that I drink tea. My husband's water jug is down there. He kind of just left it down there. But I have 2 tea sets. They're not just there for decoration. They're there because they look really pretty and nice in the shop. But I also do use them. So when I make tea, sometimes maybe in a few videos you might see one of them up here actually, and the cups. And I'll be drinking tea. That Panda cup I might use again here soon because I do like tea. And the thing is I don't need to always go to Quick Trip and get that large foam energy green tea from Quick Trip. That's 400 something calories. Yes, I looked it up. That's 400 something calories I don't need to be drinking in one sitting. You know, that tea can sometimes last me all day, or it could last me 5 minutes. It just depends on how thirsty I am and how much I want that tea. So, I make it at home a lot. You know, all I do is I get my tea set, I get the hot water in it, I get the green tea packets in there, and then when I pour my cups of tea, I get my honey and my sweetener. That's all I do. You don't need to do all this fancy stuff. You can't afford to keep buying all these short term things. Like, you know, and I'm not saying cut it out completely. Every once in a while, indulge in something. It keeps you, you know, that way you don't feel like you're just being drained and forced into this mundane life of just having to focus on to where you're going. Yes, focus on where you're going all the time, but all the time you can't be you can't be just plain, if that makes sense. It's okay to have a pizza every once in a while. It's okay to have a hot dog every once in a while. It's okay to have your Starbucks coffee every once in a while. You know? It's not just about saving money. Yes, saving money is a goal that we all have towards this financial freedom and this success we want to gain. And yes, it does come from cutting certain things out of your life, but, you know, if you've had this habit, you form this habit, it's not going to be broken in a day. It's not going to happen overnight. You're not going to just stop buying Starbucks overnight. You're not. Okay? You're not going to stop eating a pizza every night overnight. And before you say that I couldn't eat a pizza every day, or I wouldn't be able to eat a hot dog every day, and I'm not saying this about myself, the pizza and the hot dog thing, but I can say that I was eating Taco Bell every day, and that comes from when I was with my ex, and he would always compare my cooking to his mother's, and I would just feel defeated, you know, and I gave up. After a while, I just gave up. I'm like, I'm not gonna cook anymore for you. You don't like anything I cook. The one thing you do like, I don't always have the ingredients for, and every time I get money in my account, where does it go? Because I'm not the one who spends it. I don't get to spend my own money that's in my account. You're the one who uses it and spends it on alcohol and things you just don't need. You know, I say that a lot. I apologize ahead of time, or, well, not really ahead of time, in the middle of this video, for previous times I've said, you know, and all the other times I'm going to say it again in this video, because I've gotten on a roll, and it's just coming out. But, so, At the same time, though, that's my money, and I realize now I did have a choice. I had a choice to leave and not stay. I had a choice to pack everything up and drive down here and try to figure stuff out. I had a choice not to buy him alcohol. I had a choice not to do. At the time, it seemed like I didn't have a choice. It seemed like I was backed into a corner, but I mean, at the end of the day, we all have choices to make, and we all make our own choices. And so one of the choices was, just giving up on making healthy food for us to eat and enjoy, and just giving up and just eating Taco Bell every night. So I could tell you for certain that eating a hot dog or a pizza every night isn't impossible, because I ate Taco Bell every night. Wasn't okay with it. There was an occasional McDonald's thrown in there. But it was fast food every day. But at that time, I wasn't. I thought I was going somewhere in my life, but I had given up on myself. I had given up on my future. Before I found out about affiliate marketing, or even, I'd found out about affiliate marketing a long time ago, and I thought it was interesting, but before I decided to do it, I was sitting on the couch thinking, oh my goodness, I'm never going to be able to do anything with my life. I'm just not going to be able to do it. But then I, listened to all these things, and they're like, it's not too late. You just try and just do it. Do what you need to do. Then it's never too late. Doesn't matter what age you are, you're going to be able to do it. So instead of feeling sorry for myself sitting on the couch and just not doing anything, I decided that I was going to do something, and I was going to become financially free, just like I'd always dreamed about. Even when as a child, I thought as a child I would be a lot more successful than I am now, but, again, that's choices. We all make choices. But I had changed my eating habits and everything, so it's really funny, because when you start eating better and healthier, you have a lot more optimism. You don't feel as down. You don't feel as sad. You don't feel as anxious about things. I mean, I still feel anxious about stuff. I was literally in my friend's house the other day freaking out and crying, because I had never been on a plane before, and everyone just thinks I'm freaking out because it's going to be my first time on a plane. No, because what they don't seem to think about is the fact that I'm the one who's getting the tickets ready. I'm the one who has to figure out the hotel and the taxi and the plane tickets, and being there on time, and getting our stuff packed, and what to bring on the plane, and how to do our passports and all this other stuff. They don't look at that. They don't look at the whole thing, because I'm not just worried about the fact that I'm going to be on a plane for the very first time, and not just being on a plane for the very first time, but on a plane overseas. That's going to be my first plane experience, is overseas, an international trip. But no one seems to realize there's so much more to it than just booking a plane ticket and going. And I didn't realize that when I first started looking this up. I knew I was going to have to get my passport. I knew that I was going to have to book a hotel and a flight. Those are the only three things I was thinking of. But especially internationally, you have so much more to think about, like conditions and documentation that you're going to need, and seeing whether or not you can do certain things, what their government policies are, for tourists entering their country. There's just that extra added stuff that no one seems to think about. But I can tell you that right now, that's the first time I've panicked like that, or had stressed or anxiety about it. The first time I've had that intense of anxiety in a long time. I haven't felt like that in a while. I know on one video I said something about I occasionally, and I don't even remember exactly what I said, but you can find it in the other video. I'm not entirely sure which one it was, so if you find it, then that's great, because I still don't know what it is. And it doesn't happen very often either. And I do attribute that to the fact that I'm eating better, and I am exercising more, and I'm cleaning up my space a lot more. It's not like a pigsty in here. It's not just disgusting. I was 97 pounds when I graduated high school. And then I shot up to 170. And a lot of people, and I don't understand why they do this, I'm 5'2", okay? So some people are like, I would kill to be 170 again. Congratulations. Okay, your 170 is not the same as my 170. My 170 sits on me a lot different than it sits on you. I'm not supposed to be 170. I'm not supposed to be that high up. I looked like a balloon when I was 170. Now, it's not my fault that you are now 300 something pounds. But, I'm complaining about my weight issues. We can complain together. But we're not bringing it up all the time. We're not. But you're 6 foot, 300 pounds. So 170 on you is going to look a lot different than 170 on me. Just like if I got to 300 pounds, it would look a lot worse on me than it does you. Just saying. There's some people out, my husband included, 300 pounds? I mean, yeah, my husband, he got a belly, but I mean, it's not like a belly. But he's 5'8". It's gonna sit on him different, and he's not 300 pounds anymore. He was up to 317, but now he's at 270. So he's doing a lot better as well, and he's not. The same goes with him. He's not having the same kind of issues he was having when he was this really unhealthy lifestyle. Getting better and getting healthier is going to help you in the long run to focus on what needs to be focused on and what needs to get done. So if you're trying to reach financial freedom and success in your life and wealth, then you have to, everything else has to be working in your favor as well. Because just statistically speaking, the bigger you get, the more mental issues you have. And I know some big people who are they're really funny and they're fun to be around, you know. I'm not saying it's all big people, but a lot of them, yeah. You know, stereotypes, that's what they are. They're just stereotypes, but they don't fit the mold for everyone. They do not fit the mold for everyone. But that doesn't change the fact that you need to have a healthier lifestyle in order to have a healthier bank account and a healthier way of thinking about life just in general. You need that, and part of having a healthier lifestyle is getting out of the drama, getting out of just talking to people who do nothing but contribute drama to you. They don't contribute anything else but drama. They don't contribute anything else but their negative opinion. They don't contribute anything else but the fact that so-and-so did this, and then so-and-so did that, and I don't know who so-and-so is, okay? If it's your coworker, it's your coworker. I don't know who they are. You know, and I'm not trying to be mean about that. But if you're trying to be successful and financially free, you can't be continuously in that trap. And that's what it is. It's a trap. And it keeps you in there. And it prevents you from moving forward. So you need to clean up your life. You need to do an overhaul. You need to get healthier things happening. You know, healthier people in your life. Whether that be mentally, emotionally, you know. And eat better. I'm not saying don't treat yourself every once in a while. We're all human. Shoot. Go to Dairy Queen and get you a sundae every once in a while. Go to Quick Trip and get that energy green tea, large styrofoam every once in a while. Get that Starbucks coffee every once in a while. Treat yourself every once in a while. But there's things that you can do at home to get the same kind of results at home, if that's what you want to do. And there's healthier alternatives that you need to consider when you start doing this kind of stuff. Because if you want to get financially free, you need to, like I've stated throughout this video, if you want to get financially free and financially stable and wealthy, then you need to have everything else cleaned up too. And I've had to learn that along the way. So I'm not just telling you this just to tell you this. I'm telling you this because I've also had to learn this. I've also had to put this into practice. I've also had to, even recently, had to do some of this stuff. Because it's just not healthy for me. But I think I'm going to end the video right here. It was longer than I expected it to be. Before I go, I will leave you with this. Invest in yourself because you are the very best person to invest in. Stocks, real estate, gold, silver. And if you want to learn more about affiliate marketing, I will leave a link to it down below in the description. Okay. I love you guys, and I will see you in the very next video. Have a good day. Bye.